Welcome to Antarctica. It's the coldest, windiest, and most mysterious place on Earth. Covered in ice and snow, it's a land of adventure, discovery, and wonder. In this journey, we'll learn about the heroes who braved the icy unknown, the secrets hidden beneath the ice, and why this frozen continent is so important to all of us. It's a continent that holds the keys to understanding our past, protecting our present, and securing our future. Long ago, people wondered if there was a hidden land at the bottom of the world. In the 1770s, Captain James Cook became the first person to cross the Antarctic Circle. Though he never saw the continent, he paved the way for future explorers. Later, in 1820, Russian sailor Fabian von Bellingshausen and American sealer Nathaniel Palmer both claimed to have sighted the icy land. This was the beginning of the age of discovery in Antarctica. But the most famous story comes from explorers like Sir Ernest Shackleton and Robert Falcon Scott. These brave adventurers faced freezing temperatures, blizzards, and endless ice to discover the secrets of this frozen world. In 1901, Robert Falcon Scott led the discovery expedition to Antarctica, where his team mapped uncharted territories and made crucial scientific discoveries about the continent's interior. Though they didn't reach the South Pole, their work laid the foundation for future exploration. A decade later, in 1912, Scott returned with the Terra Nova expedition, determined to be the first at the pole. But when they arrived, they found that Roald Amundsen's team had beaten them. On their way back, Scott and his team faced storms, hunger, and exhaustion. They never made it home, but their bravery and determination made them legends. Antarctica covers 14 million square kilometers, making it the fifth largest continent. But what's most striking is its ice. The Antarctic ice sheet holds 70% of the world's fresh water and stretches up to 4.8 kilometers thick. Beneath the ice lies a hidden world of mountains, valleys, and even subglacial lakes, like the mysterious Lake Vostok. The continent is also surrounded by the Southern Ocean, which has some of the strongest winds and coldest waters on Earth. To reach Antarctica, most travelers start their journey in South America, at the tip of a place called Ushuaia, Argentina. From there, they must cross the Drake Passage, a stretch of ocean about 1,000 kilometers wide. This isn't just any ocean, it's one of the roughest in the world. The Drake Passage is where the Atlantic, Pacific, and Southern Oceans meet, creating powerful winds and waves. Storms can come up suddenly, and the waves can rise as high as a 5-story building. That's why this crossing is often called the Drake Shake. But sometimes the water is surprisingly calm, and they call that the Drake Lake. Nowadays, traveling through the Drake Passage can take 2 to 3 days, depending on the weather. Expedition ships today are specially built to handle these wild seas. Today's explorers use advanced technology to navigate Antarctica. Icebreakers and expedition ships are built to cut through thick ice and withstand the harshest conditions. These vessels allow scientists, tourists, and adventurers to experience this extraordinary continent safely and responsibly. Today, crossing the Drake Passage is an adventure even with modern ships. But imagine sailing these rough waters hundreds of years ago in wooden ships with no engines, no GPS, and no weather forecasts. That's exactly what the early explorers did. Explorers like Ferdinand Magellan and Sir Francis Drake, after whom the Drake Passage is named, were some of the first to venture into these wild seas in the 1500s. They didn't have the sturdy ships we have today. Drake himself didn't actually make it to Antarctica, but his fleet faced massive storms in these waters, showing just how dangerous they could be. Those storms made such an impression that the passage was named after him, but these explorers were determined. They risked everything because they believed there were new lands to discover and secrets waiting to be revealed. Their bravery paved the way for modern Antarctic exploration. Imagine standing in the windiest place on Earth, Antarctica. Here, winds can scream past you at over 200 miles per hour, especially along the coasts. The climate, brutal. Temperatures once hit a bone-chilling minus 89.2 degrees Celsius, though summer brings some relief with averages around minus 20 degrees Celsius. But here's the magic. From November to February, the Antarctic summer offers a window into another world. It's the perfect time for expeditions. Wildlife thrives, penguins waddling, seals basking, and the sun never sets. That's right, 24 hours of daylight for endless exploration and breathtaking views. The Antarctic ice isn't just frozen water. It's a time machine. Ice cores contain bubbles of ancient air, revealing Earth's climate history over 800,000 years. Scientists have also discovered microorganisms beneath the ice, surviving in extreme conditions. These tiny life forms might hold clues to life beyond Earth. Fossils of plants and animals show that Antarctica was once a warm, forested continent, proving how dramatically Earth's climate has changed over millions of years. Antarctica is special because it belongs to no one. In 1959, countries from around the world signed a treaty to protect it. They agreed to use Antarctica only for peaceful purposes and scientific research. No one can build factories, mine for minerals, or harm the wildlife here. Today, Antarctica is home to over 70 research stations from countries around the world. These stations are like scientific cities, studying everything from glaciology to astronomy. The Antarctic Treaty, signed in 1959, ensures this land is dedicated to peace and science. It's a place where nations set aside differences to work together for the future of our planet. Antarctica is home to some of the most remarkable creatures on Earth. Emperor penguins, the only species to breed during the harsh winter, symbolize endurance. Weddell seals can dive deep beneath the ice, while massive blue whales feed on krill in the icy waters. These animals are perfectly adapted to this extreme environment, but they depend on the stability of the ice. As the climate warms, their survival hangs in the balance. Protecting. Antarctica is warming faster than we ever imagined. Ice sheets are melting, causing sea levels to rise and threatening coastal cities worldwide. As frozen layers of permafrost thaw, trapped gases like methane are released, accelerating global warming even further. Scientists are also concerned about ancient microorganisms and viruses trapped in the ice. If released, they could pose unknown risks to humanity. We all have a role to play in protecting Antarctica. By reducing carbon emissions, conserving energy, and supporting sustainable initiatives, we can slow the effects of climate change. The decisions we make today will determine the future of this fragile continent and the planet. Antarctica reminds us of the beauty and resilience of our planet. It teaches us about our past and warns us about our future. By protecting this frozen wilderness, we're not just saving Antarctica, we're safeguarding life on Earth. Antarctica is more than a place, it's a legacy of exploration, science, and unity. It's a symbol of what humanity can achieve when we come together. Let us protect it, not just for ourselves, but for the countless generations who will one day look to Antarctica and see a story of hope,